Word. Word.
Welcome, Mr. Mike Collins. How's it going, sir?
What's up, Scotty?
Too hotty these days.
Scotty Fitzmagic?
It's been said before, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. I saw somebody saying that on the feed yesterday. I was like, oh, yeah, they're talking about Scott.
Well, I did. He has his hair all puffed up like
You
this.
do look like him, man. It's a great call.
Well, I'm going to puff my hair up. I've been growing the top out. And so when the season, starts, I'll do some pictures. We'll see. We'll see how it all goes. It's out of control. Let's just be honest. But I'm flattered. I'm flattered. I sent it to somebody. I forget, one of the NFL guys. They have it was Sessler. I think he's got 100,000 followers, and he said something about Ryan Fitzmagic, and I said that guy's ruined my life. I sent him my tweet, and he liked it. And he followed me. So I love the Fitzmagic. I mean, I call myself Ryan Fitzpatrick. Just out of homage to my rotundness. But yeah, good call.
Yeah. I like that. I thought that was pretty funny. Somebody was doing that shtick with you. I was like, it's hilarious.
I take all shtick, man. I had a tweet somebody sent me earlier today after my my latest little ad I dropped, and they're like, man, this is why I follow you. I'm waiting for these gems, So
Patrick's pretty good.
Yeah.
That one LOL me.
Yeah, thank you, man. I'm working out here,
Yeah, you are, and you're heavy in them Twitter streets.
Thank you, sir. It's not really what I planned it to be. I was just talking about it the other day. Last year at this time I had 400 followers, and I was just a football guy following all the analysts, or trying to follow all the analysts and get my knowledge up so I could do better in fantasy football. My job was just such a stranglehold on my life that organically I just one week that was a horrible week of work. I said, I'm going to stay up all night and I'm going to write DFS. And I don't know what hit me. I don't know. I'm just, one of those moments where you look back, you're like, what did I do yesterday? Totally sober, just had worked all week, had worked all day. And on that Friday night, I was like, I'm going to get deep into the DFS. I'm going to try to win some money this week. And I did. I won like $70. It was fun. And I never stopped. So thank you to everybody else on the Twitter stream for, if anybody's here watching who I've gotten to meet over the tweeters. Love you all. This is Mike. He's my real best friend for like 25 years. So I'm glad that the two worlds can collide, because, I mean, for me, we talk every day. Really, Twitter is about hanging out with Mike and making him laugh. So if you see a tweet that you think is funny, it's probably because I'm trying to make Mike laugh. So that's just, a little behind the curtain.
So the rest of that story is then Jesse wrote his DFS article, and then he logged on to Twitter, and he hasn't logged off since.
No,
it's been.
He
doesn't sleep.
No, I get up, I go to bed at 1 or 2, and I get up at like 6, 7, and I tweet.
He gets it first thing.
I check.
Last thing he does.
I got to go back and look. When I wake up, there's about 30 to 50 @s in my mentions. I got to go back and
he's got responsibilities.
I got to talk to people. I got to check my DMs.
You're not playing games on these Twitter streets. That's what I'm saying.
Man, I'm not. It's just so funny. Here's the thing.
You're out there.
Is that I am out there. Is that I've you know who I've been my whole life, and we've always just joked around, had fun, and been silly, and I think that's always been kind of the staple of one of our key cogs of our relationship, just being funny and laughing, making each other laugh, whether it's staying up all night after IHOP, after a church meeting, in the parking lot, just joning on pastors' wives or whatever. We used to always keep it real, and so. That's really, for me, one of the impetuses for this podcast, is just so I can laugh with my best friend and also talk some fantasy football, because, little known fact, you're awesome at it. You're a skilled professional in the black. You know, I talk a mean game, but my game's a little bit more, ride or die with a lot of dying.
Hey man, I'm
So
loving all the stats. This is for me. It's so cool. I like all the tools that you're using, and I
yeah,
think we're going to be able to put out some good information. And shout out to all the Twitter folk who follow us both, and shout out to all the new followers, the millionaires guys. You got
oh
like
yeah,
40 followers,
you guys are
so
killing it. Thank you for
that was
jumping
pretty
on there.
cool.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna do
Yep.
this every Monday. I tweeted out every Monday, starting on Monday at 9:30 to 10:30 every week until Valentine's Day. You know, you can get the last episode. I don't know if maybe it'll be the next day or the day after. I don't know, but it's after Super Bowl Sunday, so it's gonna be 30 weeks of Monday every Monday 9:30 to 10:30, and so we're just getting a little practice in. We're learning how to do it, getting the ropes in, testing our levels.
Yeah, yeah. This is right now. It's all the Twitter folk who get on and watch. This is all just the bootleg stuff. Like
Yeah.
we're not gonna do our official launch, but a lot of what we're doing is just the same thing we'll do on the show. I mean, but this Monday we're gonna go through round one, and then we're gonna start trying to move through um, 1 to 2 rounds, depending on how things go, all the way up until the draft. So we're not going to get through. I think we'll probably cut it off between 6 and 8, depending on how things go, and then maybe the last show will be kind of split on picking, our little sleeper picks and the guys that we're going to target in late rounds that we might be able to get value for.
Hashtag wide receiver two theory. It'll definitely be out in full by then, and helping me, I think, secure another solid mid round, late round. I like to pick wide receivers, guys. It's kind of some people bet the horses. Some people, you go to the carnivals, you go to the county fairs, you got the pig races where we're from. Different pigs, different folks. I like to bet the wide receivers, and I'm not perfect, but I think there's a lot of value. So we'll touch on that later. That's called a tease, folks, because that's not
Well,
on the agenda tonight at all.
where I saw you getting so excited to push your little wide receiver two thing in there, I saw you start moving. You were like, "Oh, I want to get. Here comes the plug. Here comes the plug."
Here comes the plug.
Couldn't wait to spit it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna do on these little bootlegs. The way the show will work during the season will be different than draft time, but we'll talk players, waiver wires, kind of matchups that are worth looking at, and NFL. So the way we're doing the bootlegs is we're just picking first round guys, and we're going to talk about them, and then we'll talk a little NFL, and then we always wrap up with three tweets. So that's the show. That's what we do here at the Millionaires.
Yeah, and so I gotta say, big homage, big shout out to Mike for coming up with 3 tweets. He came up with the concept. I think I named it, but it was all his idea, and I love it because it's the pulse of the show. Really, maybe you don't love the whole show. Maybe you come for the stats and you stay for 3 tweets. That's the nimble with numbers motto for really. I mean, you come for the funniness, the silliness, entertainment, and then afterwards you're like, oh, look at those stats. Those stats are. Ooh, look at those stats. So that's how I kind of.
I got a banger in 3 tweets tonight.
Oh, good. So here's the thing we're gonna have to do. We're kind of talking this now out. I already sent them to your DMs. Make sure you send them to mine, and then we'll.
I didn't want to send them to you.
I didn't look. I'm not looking. They're sent to you. Don't look at mine.
You sent them to me. Like
I already sent them.
I feel like we should just.
Did you look at
while the show is on? Like.
Yeah, well, here's my thought. I think I'm never gonna look at your tweets, but just throw them in my DMs so that when it's time, I have your DMs open and then I just pull it right up. So just throw it in the DMs. I promise you, I will never look at it. I don't want to. I want to be surprised.
Yeah. I'm gonna send you one of my tweets.
Keep the other one. I sent both of mine. The first one is the one I'm going to share, and then we'll see.
I don't even know if I have anything beyond this. This one's just so good. So tonight's round one player that we're gonna do is.
You want to do him, don't you, Mike? You've been talking about him for
You want to do this
years.
guy?
Yeah, no, you said the first guy we're going to do.
What did
You've been sweating this guy. I just want to put back the curtain. 3 years ago, I don't know, 2 years ago, you just been hyping up. You have mentioned Barry Sanders in comparison to him. So I want to let you take the floor and introduce. What do you say?
Look at Skype.
Okay.
Go on your little Skype screen.
I'm looking at my little Skype screen. I see your whole screen. What's up?
You see it?
No, on the Skype screen, I don't see a screen share or anything.
Oh, you don't?
No. Did you share your screen?
Bad.
All right. I made it. So I see it now.
Okay, good.
But it's not it. I don't see it.
I see it now.
Nope. Bom, bom. I can't see it. I see myself on my screen. You're sharing me?
Yeah.
Okay. I do see you sharing me right now, yes.
Yeah.
Is that what you want to share? You want to share me on? Okay. All right. There we go. There. That looks beautiful.
Yeah. Look at that guy.
Yeah.
Saquon.
He's. Did you say Specimen Barkley? Is that what you call him?
I call him by his beautiful name, Saquon.
Saquon. Saquon the Specimen wouldn't be a terrible nickname if you look at his player profile. Woo! Hot.
Look at that butt.
There should be more male nudity on this show. Let me just say, I want ladies to watch the show. I want ladies to feel safe here. We talked about yesterday. Strip clubs, bad. We got daughters. We love girls. So women, we'll put some butts on the screen for you. Yeah, we'll do that.
That guy weighs. He looks like that.
Yeah.
And he weighs 233 pounds. That's what he looks like.
Yeah.
He has like 6% body fat. Like,
yeah,
bodybuilder. He's like a bodybuilder body fat.
Yeah. He is he's redonkulous is what he is. He's in the 96th percentile speed with a 4.4. He's in the 96th percentile his 3-cone drill. He's in the 96th percentile of his spark score. Everything. His workout metric. 96th percentile. Yeah, he is a beast. Now here's the problem. The problem is the team he plays for. That is that's been a hindrance so far. First year actually he had more touchdowns than last year. He did get hurt. He missed 3 games, but he's his terrible team. I feel like if he was on a better, more competent team, he'd be much more proficient and really would get his due. Honestly.
I don't think he needs to be on a good team. I think he could be on any single team, and he would be. He's the best running back in the NFL, and I want to, but I'm not going to.
Oh, put him above CMC?
I want to.
Oh,
I can't do it based on what CMC did last year. I just can't. He deserves the honor. But I'm very close to making $1,000 bet with you that Saquon Barkley has a better season than CMC. I'm right there.
That's a bet, dude. I will take that bet.
I made up my mind yet.
Okay. All right. Well, that bet is open. That's an air horn. And that's a JJ Zachariah for sure.
Yeah. He had a better season than him in 2018 in his rookie year.
Yeah, he did.
And CMC had a great season that season.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing: is that he did. He did. Yeah, we're talking about doing and did. He had 5 more touchdowns his rookie year than he did last year. That's.
Dude, he had a devastating injury and his mutantness just made him work through something that he shouldn't have even been on the field.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that injury was like, I was like, oh no.
Yeah. Well, so here's the thing. It's not him. That's the thing about it is that, I think his inefficiency more goes to the lack of him having opportunity to get those touches in the red zone. His team didn't score a lot of points last year. They weren't good. They were terrible. And Daniel Jones had 2 games where he was the QB1 where he just went bananas and found Darius Slayton for monkey nuts touchdowns. But
he's also a rookie.
Right. I know. I know.
He outpaced all rookies in touchdowns last year.
That's great. You know who has the hardest start of the season schedule? One of the brutal start of it's the Giants. So,
nobody knows. You can't.
Okay. All right. I can only go with what's there now, though. I can't. I'm just.
What's their lot? Who are they playing? Who do they play? They play the Redskins a bunch, so there's some wins.
Right.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
You did it.
Can't do that anymore.
Yeah, no, you can't. And actually, we haven't touched on that, but hail to the Washington football team. So.
Washington football team, where somebody will roundhouse your ass.
Totally. The PC police will come get you.
Yeah. The Washington football team, that is 2 wins right there. So who are you talking about? Who they have that's tough? What's their big tough matchups?
It'd be helpful if I actually pulled their schedule up and had it ready to go. Yeah.
Hey, I'll tell you this. Listen, their first 3 picks, they drafted offensive tackles. So the first 2, they drafted one in the first round and then in the 3rd round.
Okay, here we go. I got their schedule. They play the Steelers, the 49ers, the Bears, the Rams, and the Cowboys. Then they get the Redskins. The Washington football team. So, yeah, I think that all of those, the 49ers are really good. Dallas was good last year. The Bears are a good defense. Rams, okay, so. But we'll see.
There are certain players, though, like Lamar Jackson. It doesn't matter who he's playing.
No. I agree. Here's what I'm saying. I'm saying that Saquon is going to get a bunch of touches. He's gonna be all over the field, catching, running, doing all that stuff. I'm just saying his team. You want your offense to be near the red zone and near the end zone. And Daniel Jones last year threw so many interceptions and fumbled so many times that he lost opportunities because of that. So if your offense is inefficient and doesn't run enough plays or doesn't effectively use those plays, it does impact you. So I'm not saying. So if Saquon Barkley were to trade places with Christian McCaffrey, he would easily be the 1st round pick. Easily. I would do that right now. Easily. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Not discounting Saquon at all. I do think he is the talent you say is. I don't think he's been given the opportunity in a good enough system to show it fully. Let's just put it that way. He's not Barry Sanders, so.
I think he has a chance to go down as one of the greatest running backs of all time. And I think this year it's going to go 1-2. Those 2 running backs, CMC and Saquon, are. And honestly, man, Derrick Henry's right there for me too, just as far as talent and what you get. The key with all 3 of those guys and why, good running backs, football skill actually translates to fantasy. Like we were talking yesterday with CEH, you don't necessarily have to be the best player if you're on the best team and all that, but certain players are outside that threshold. When they have the ability to break big ones, like all 3 of those guys, Derrick Henry, CMC, and Saquon, they can all get you 60-yard touchdowns, and that's just money in the bank when you're playing, dude. That's like when one of your guys gets you a 60-yard touchdown, that's you're probably going to win that week. I mean, depending on, how crappy the rest of your guys are, but
when Derrick Henry does it too, he is literally just throwing other grown men off of him like a high schooler playing with middle schoolers, it is just another thing to behold.
But the thing that's got me really excited is that, and why, um, when you play fantasy, it's just you can't, you do, there has to be kind of like like a conscience, between what, what the stats say, what experts say, what, you know, what's the safe, play. I think Christian McCaffrey is, that was one of the things that I'm going to just tell you now. I mean, I'm coming out with McCaffrey at 1, but I was so close between these two guys. And for me, Saquon, you know, they drafted they drafted a tackle. Their fourth pick was offensive tackle.
Yeah.
Jordan, big, huge, 6'5", 315.
Biggins.
Beast.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like you said, Saquon's just been on crappy teams.
So upgrade is what you're saying.
They got one in the first round, one in the third round, and then they got like a guard in the 5th round. So,
you're making a good case. I like it. I think here's what you're really showing. We think in our minds, because last year happened, it's going to be very similar to last year, right? And every year is different. Of course, this year is way different. Just variance is going to be all through the roof. But there's not that big of a difference between those two players. Is kind of what you're hinting at.
I think what he did last year, his stats last year, he had over 1,000 yards rushing. He had over 400 yards receiving.
Yeah. He increased his yards per reception too. It went up 0.5. So
my man has pretty big hands. They're not Michael Thomas hands. Has pretty big hands and has
you like big hands.
Nice big arms too. Like they're long. He has wide receiver type, body parts.
Dimensions, yeah.
Dimensions, totally. So but I look at last year, and this is why I wish I could be. I hope as we grow in this thing, I turn into like an Ian Hartitz type cat, where you pick ahead of everybody else. Like you call it a year in advance. Like you're the person that just tells people what to do. I'm not going to do it with CMC, but when I look at Saquon last year and the fact that he had over 1,000 yards rushing and over 400 yards receiving, and he missed quote unquote 3 games.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't miss. He missed 3.5, and then he was banged up.
Yeah.
And he still put together that season.
Yeah.
To me, he's back to full strength. He's going to be ridiculous.
Yeah.
He still finished in our league 9th.
Yeah.
9th.
Oh yeah. Well, that's why he's being drafted second. I think, everybody knows that he is primed to have his best season ever this year, and maybe Christian McCaffrey regresses. New offense under Matt Rule. Who knows really? I mean, we know Matt Rule. I did the Panthers already. I went through with my tool and I did rank them. And Christian McCaffrey, guess what? He is the number 1 running back. Yeah, it wasn't, I haven't done everybody yet, but I still have him at 480 points.
I mean, yeah. Dude, he was a 1,000-yard receiver. He had 19 touchdowns. He had almost 1,400 yards rushing. In our league of record, he had over 500 fantasy points. I mean, that's ridiculous. So you can't knock that, man. Like,
yeah.
I mean,
it's the targets, it's the receptions. This is the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, the tool that I used, I gave Teddy Bridgewater 550 pass attempts, 450 rush attempts, and then not for Bridgewater, but for the offense. And then that gives McCaffrey 140 targets. That's downgrading him from last year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's taking away targets from him, and I took touchdowns away from him. The tool that I'm using, it says to give him 13, I gave him 11. It says to give him 6 receiving, I gave him less. So McCaffrey's going to be a beast. I cannot wait to do Saquon, though. I've not done his yet. So I'll let you know. They're going to be, I bet you he's 20 points less. And that variance comes in. What if McCaffrey sits the last game because, they're in the playoffs? Or what if he sits the last game because he has a hurt leg? Who knows? Like you're really talking about 1A and 1AA, really.
I just think
RB wise,
I can't wait. I always, one of my leagues, we always do side bets, and
hustler, baby.
I can't wait to bet on him because there's a guy in that league who always disrespects him, and I'm gonna bet him so hard.
Do me a favor. Can I put $100 in your pocket and you can just be like play into him on that, and then
Dude, he's such a degenerate. He's the best. He makes the draft so fun.
I want to be in that league too. I kind of want to sneak in there.
Depending on everyone's COVID sensibilities, I mean, you can come over and hang out, and you can get involved in bets. So
yeah, that's the thing I might be not able to do, but
yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I don't know if we're gonna have a live draft or not. We haven't. I think it's been bandied about, but.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing: in this day and age, it might just be safer to not do one, and do a Zoom one, and just it might be better.
Mine's gonna be cool, dude. The one where our league.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm going to that for shizzy.
An outdoor one.
Yeah, outdoor. For the local league that we're starting, hashtag local leagues. We're gonna probably do it on Zoom just because the first year, why do that, and we'll figure it out that way. And then with the intention of eventually next year or the year after that, when COVID hopefully is cured and all the hydroxychloroquine has been, all the old people have used it all up. Whatever it is, what is it?
Hydroxychloroquine.
Hydroxychloroquine. Yeah. Did you see the senator from Texas who he had it? He went to the White House to talk to people, and he failed 2 tests. And they're like, "Get out of here!" And then I think he went back to his office to tell his staff in person that he had it. You just can't write this stuff.
Yeah, COVID, or he was handing out hydroxychloroquine.
No, he said COVID, and then he said, so he was asymptomatic. He didn't. Thankfully, God bless. Hope that's good. But he went back to his office. He goes, "I didn't want to tell people in email. I wanted to let them know in person." Hey, no, not in person. You have COVID. You tell them on the phone. That's why we have phones. So.
Yeah, nothing like getting a phone call. Hey, I had COVID.
No, but way better than, hey, come in. I want to tell you I have COVID right now.
Definitely way better than that.
Well, he did that. So, he's a
right. You're right.
Oh,
the phone call is the preferred way of finding out someone you know.
Hey, I licked this envelope.
Someone that'll bring a contact tracer to your door. You can just do that. You can do it over email,
Right.
A text works.
You text them. You can skywrite it in the air. You don't need to call a staff meeting. Hey, guys. Hey, high five. Good to see you. Hey, good to see you. Yeah, well, I actually...
Twitter account. That's another. You can just get on there. You can do some Instagram circles. Hey,
IG stories are hot, man. Come on.
Head over to your healthcare provider and get tested if I came and breathed in your face. Yeah.
Oh,
don't go actually breathe in someone's face.
No.
Dude.
My favorite is I on the tweet, some news article tweeted that out, and then I retweeted it with a screen grab, like a picture of the first part of the story that had blue links in it and real information, and then I tagged and I made my own, same font that they used, my own, in Google Docs or something, response, and I said he held a prayer meeting and passed out Bibles with Trump 2020 stickers in it to be used for bookmarks. Like he hugged everybody, and somebody was like, "Man, that's terrible." And I was like, "It's a joke. It's just a joke."
I didn't. Yeah, I thought you were going to read that in 3 tweets. So I guess that's not one of your 3 tweets. And when you
No.
sent, I already know this story. So when you sent that to me, I've already. I thought the same exact thing. I was like, oh man,
They would do that though. Like that's the thing.
that's wild, man. He just puts a Trump bumper sticker in his Bibles. Like, it's a wild 2020, man. I totally was like, there's just some wild people out there, He just went into his office. It's like, hey, everyone, close the door.
I have to tell you, gather around.
Here, take this Bible I just coughed all over. It's yours. Use that bumper sticker once you've read the whole Bible, and you guys can have a week off while I heal from COVID. See you later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that really happened when you sent that to me. I didn't. That's why when you sent it to me, I was sending the face because I was like, oh man.
That's crazy.
Well, no, because you told me it was a joke right as soon as you sent it, and I was one of the people who didn't know, and I was like, man, I hope he doesn't get sued or something. I was like, you're spreading misinformation about this poor man.
That's called a joke. Like that's the thing. It's and one of my friends said something like,
fake news is what you're doing.
Yeah, fake news indeed. Yeah, but as a joke, as
telling everyone that, I'm glad you didn't tell me. I'm glad you told me it was a joke right away. I was about to go around like, listen to this a-hole in Congress.
He still was one though. That was the thing. That my friend
got Bibles with Trump bumper stickers in them.
No, but he still was.
That going on?
Everything is true except for the Bibles and the Trump bumper stickers. He called a meeting and went in and talked to people and told them he was sick. And here's what he said. This is so funny. They interviewed him because he's asymptomatic, so he's getting interviewed, and he goes, "I talked to Rand Paul. He said in 10 days you'll be back. You'll be fine. He goes, and what's so ironic is I just started wearing a mask recently. I've been wearing it all the time. Before I never wore one. I'm like, yeah, that's why you got it, stupid. Like, I've been wearing it more now more than ever. You're just like, oh my gosh, it kills me.
I would hit that dude with just straight up.
You sound insane. Do you realize that?
Yeah, I hit him with some hand sanitizer. Just hand san right to the, So I'm going to go. I like Saquon. He's not escaping the top 3. If I'm the top 3 in any draft, he will not get by me. If he comes to me, I will pick him. I agree.
You're in on Saquon too.
Yeah, he's in my top 3. He is. I'm not sure if it goes for me yet. I think it goes CMC, Saquon, Michael Thomas. I think that's what it is. And then I'm having a problem with Michael Thomas after Michael Thomas. Is it Henry? Is it Cook? Is it Kamara? I think it might be Kamara. Maybe Zeke. I don't know. I don't know.
Zeke's solid.
Yeah.
Man. That's what I love about him is like
he's going to get you double-digit touchdowns. You know that. Passing and combined, rushing. He's going to get there.
For sure. I just think his talent is it's just every year it seems like he gets a little bit worse. You know what I mean? Like he does. I mean, he
goes to Cabo.
His game, I think a lot of his game is built on speed. And
he also bounces off guys in the second level a lot and can get in there and not go down right away,
That's why he's a top tier back. All of those guys do that. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I mean, they all have different skill sets to do it.
But I'm just saying, when you look at all those guys, the top guys, that, we were talking about Mark Ingram earlier, and it's like there's guys that continue to do really well in the NFL and don't necessarily have the same speed. I could see Zeke kind of turning into like maybe a Mark Ingram type. I mean, I don't think he's got the same thing that he had when he came into the league. He and that's what we were talking about. Like when I say my favorite people,
Yeah.
CMC, Saquon, and Derrick Henry, they're all guys that can get you 60-yard touchdowns. I don't see that happening with Zeke.
Yeah. I agree with you. I agree. For me, I think Alvin Kamara bounces back this year. He crushed Tom Brady today on Twitter. I didn't use it in my 3 tweets, but Tom Brady tweeted out a picture of himself, and he said like the year of the running quarterback, and then Alvin Kamara just did a laughing emoji, and it made my Thursday. I was like, look at Alvin Kamara jumping into Tom Brady's Instagram or whatever, just laughing at him.
Why did he join on Tom Brady? What did Tom Brady say?
Tom Brady had a picture of himself working out, looking svelte. And he and Tom Brady wrote the year of the running quarterback. And so, I mean, Tom Brady's 40 is legendary. He's still getting timed right now. So it's not fast, but he's basically implying that he would be running a lot this year. And then
believe him.
Kamara made fun of him. Well, he will be if if anyone opts out, he'll be running for his life.
So second topic of the evening is we wanted to get into just the top 100 quarterbacks. Is that what we're gonna?
Well, what it is it is the top
100 NFL players, because I just looking at the quarterbacks.
Yes, just the quarterbacks, just those guys who are on that paper or on that page.
I want to rank those.
Yeah, let's re-rank them. Yeah. Well, and what I have is I'm screen sharing it right now. The top and the list is I'll read through it. It's Lamar Jackson number 1, Russell Wilson number 2, and this is going to be the top overall out of 100. So other players are not in this list, but I'm giving you their overall ranking, so it's going to jump in a little bit. Patrick Mahomes is 4th. After that, Drew Brees is 12th. Tom Brady's 14th. Aaron Rodgers is 16th. Deshaun Watson is 20th. Jimmy Garoppolo is 43rd, I guess. 46th is Dak Prescott. 58th is Kirk Cousins. Ryan Tannehill is 68th. Josh Allen is 87th. And then Kyler Murray is 90th. Let's re-rank this because there's some bad picks on here. Yeah.
Where's Matt Ryan?
Matt Ryan's not even on the list.
Josh Allen is better than Matt Ryan?
Sorry, I choked on the bullshit. Yeah, no, he's not. I know he gets touchdowns because he likes to run a little bit, but no. Jimmy Garoppolo? I actually saw somebody who I follow on Twitter who is a lady who likes the 49ers. She's got about 5,000 followers. Good person. She tweeted out something along the lines of, with Jimmy Garoppolo 43rd, she said, finally getting some respect for Jimmy. And I just thought, what? How many playoff wins does Jimmy have? Jimmy's got like 2.
So this is different than fantasy, but here we're doing our own re-rank of just the talent.
Yeah.
I'm down with Lamar. To me, it would be Lamar, Patrick Mahomes. They're just a tie, Honestly, Patrick Mahomes is better, but
when you run, I think the running stuff is kind of,
Lamar's better in fantasy. Patrick Mahomes is a better quarterback.
Yes.
So if we're ranking quarterbacks, I'm gonna but they're right there.
I agree with you. Mahomes for me is number 1. I 100% agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but they're all right there. Those first 3, you can pick them anyway. Well, I think Russell Wilson is right there too.
I agree. He's got 9 overall playoff wins. 1 behind Aaron Rodgers, who has 10. That matters too because these are the best. You want your guy to be winning in the playoffs. That's really why you have him.
To me, he's the most accurate out of all those guys too.
Oh,
he's more accurate than Patrick Mahomes. He is so money
Yeah.
at just delivering the football. Like he just throws dimes, dude. Just like, ooh, just perfect.
Ooh, baby, I love your way every
Yeah.
day.
Um,
Yeah. Well, so
what
can I just kick Jimmy Garoppolo off of my top 10 list here? Just or just out?
you can? I'm gonna put him towards the. I'm gonna put him ahead of Ryan Tannehill, Josh Allen, and Kyler Murray is interesting. I'm going to put him ahead of him too, but
Okay.
that's just based on so far. I mean,
I,
Kyler Murray might have a big jump. We'll see.
I'm gonna put Dak. I'm gonna put Dak after Patrick Mahomes. So for me,
So,
it
but
goes, or
what
not Matt.
do
I'm sorry. It
you
goes Patrick Mahomes, Lamar, Russell Wilson. Between Drew Brees and Russell Wilson, I'm going to put in Dak Prescott as
what
number
about Aaron
4.
Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers, to me, even though his passing, he passed for like 70% last year. His career passing average is 64.6. So he had a great year last year, 6 percentage points above his average. But um, he's just not going to pass the ball as much anymore. Like the offense is changing. So
We're not talking fantasy. We're talking about talent in the
yeah,
NFL. That's what this list is, right?
all right.
Uh,
I'm
So
putting Aaron Rodgers before Drew Brees. Then
yes,
yes. Um,
I'm going like that. I'm going. The top 4 guys to me are Lamar, Russell Wilson, Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers. That's it. Give me any one of those guys, and you're going to get to the playoffs. You have just a phenomenal person as your quarterback, and then I think Deshaun Watson and Drew Brees are right there. I'll tell you what, Tom Brady. I don't think he's going to have that good a year. I'm moving him down that list.
yeah,
I'm
he's past his prime. I'm not a big Brady guy myself.
I just don't see how he's going to be any different in Tampa Bay than he was in New England. I know he's got just amazing talent at wide receiver, but that joke that you just said, of
Yeah.
Alvin Kamara, he's not on some different, much improved offensive line. I mean,
Right.
Jameis Winston was just back there just chucking it, I mean, and he was mobile.
Well, no, he was not very mobile. I watched him because I had him on my fantasy team. I watched him week 3 in one play, roll out, fumble the football, pick it back up, get tackled, fumble it again. I mean, I just I wanted to strangle him. He was just terrible. He didn't
He
yet.
fit,
He didn't.
he
He doesn't
fits
stay in the
that brief.
pocket.
Say that again.
He doesn't stand in the pocket. He doesn't stay there. He has happy feet. He's not fundamentally sound. That's one of the reasons why he doesn't have a job anymore. So,
But maybe that's what it is. Maybe it is just he has happy feet. Maybe he has
and a bad line. That's why he had a bad line. So he had happy feet. I mean, they're correlating. It's not like he just did it because he had great protection.
And I'm just saying he's a much more mobile quarterback than Tom Brady.
I agree.
So,
well, here's what I think. Tom Brady, I think, will be more successful. I mean, he's already being drafted in the top 10 in fantasy. We're not talking fantasy, but on this list, he drops down for me, maybe to 10th or 9th. Yeah, he's far below. But I'll say this: why people think he's going to be better in fantasy is because Julian Edelman is 5'8", and Mike Evans is 6'9". That's why he's got this much more room to catch the ball, and a guy can jump way higher. So like every pass he throws will be in someone's catch radius now. Chris Godwin is tall. Even some of the guys they drafted are tall. So, I mean, they got Gronk back. Come on, man. That's why he's going to be good. He's got guys with wingspans that are like half the field. So, that's why.
I know, man. I hate to be the guy.
Be the guy. Be the guy. He's got to be the guy.
I'm a fan. He won me over. It took me a long time to get.
I don't like him, so I don't care.
I like him. I hope I'm wrong. but this is what happens, and it happens, at some point. Like he's not just gonna ride. Yeah, he's not just gonna ride off into the sunset and just be, retire as one of the top. You saw it happen with Peyton Manning. To hear he won the Super Bowl, he couldn't deliver the ball. Like he couldn't throw it past like 25 yards.
It was a slant. It was a 5-yard out slant.
I haven't seen that from Tom Brady where it's just like his arm is breaking. But the thing that I did start to see the difference is he stopped being able to fit things into the same windows. Like his accuracy started to go, and once you start to see, I just don't think I think that's just the beginning, like it's when you see that, it
portends to the end.
There's more to come. Yeah.
Or not as much to come as.
Right.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter your talent.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter your talent. Like you can't, if you can't deliver the football, you can't deliver the football,
That is true.
I mean, there's players on defense that are beasts and they'll pick you off or block it or whatever,
Okay. So here's the what do you think in translating into fantasy? We can make another bet because we're already betting. We gotta get that bet board up. But Tom Brady, QB1 inside the top 12 QBs this year in fantasy points, barring injury, of course, or not. What do you say?
QB1 or
QB2? What camp are you in? So you top 12 or no?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. No.
No. Okay. I'll
let me look. Let me see.
Okay.
We got Lamar Jackson, Dak Prescott, Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson, Patrick Mahomes, Matt Ryan, Carson Wentz, Kyler Murray, Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, Jimmy Garoppolo, Kirk Cousins. No. Bet a G.
All right, we got another one. We'll make it official. It's been Zacharysened.
Zachary's in that mug.
Once you get Zacharysened, you never go back. Side note: I love JJ Zachariza, and happy birthday to his daughter. I think she turned 2 today. He had a Mickey Mouse shirt on. He said, "When it's his daughter's birthday, you wear a Mickey Mouse shirt." And I said, "Yep, that's what you do." That is exactly right, good sir. So transitioning to 3 tweets. Who wants to launch off first, Mike? You want to go first? You want to save yours for second because you said yours is a barn burner?
Yeah. Why don't you go? I'll get all set up because mine's another video. You have to get it.
Mine's a video as well. So,
okay.
So why don't you pull mine up? Mine's already up on the bottom of my screen. I'm just going to pull mine up and screen share mine. Mine is a video from Barstool. And
okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I have mine all. I didn't know yours was a video. All right, let me get yours all pulled up then.
No worries.
All right. Let's do this guy over here. All right, go to the old DMs. I need to get that mouse.
Yes, of course you do.
A bit of a game changer.
It's a big game changer. I'm very proud of my mouse.
I hate this mouse. I'm so awkward on it. Okay.
What's the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning?
So go back to it. Yeah, so go. Okay. We'll do 3, 2, 1, and then we'll push play. Once you've got it ready to go.
Let me make sure I can see it. Okay. All right. 3, 2, 1,
go.
What's the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning?
Usually just pissed.
Okay. What would you do if you weren't playing football?
If I wasn't playing football, working construction, ripping cigs.
What's the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning?
I love that.
Okay, that's it. So that's my man Blake Bortles being interviewed by Pardon My Take, and or I think Pardon My Take shared that, and yeah, he pisses in the morning, and he would be sucking cigs as a construction worker. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So that was mine. I turn it over to you now. I gotta try to figure out how to unshare my screen now that my screen is taken over by this silly Blake Bortles video. So, all right. So now I need to go to DMs, right?
Go to DMs.
Okay. Here we are. Okay.
Doing this. That's fine. I don't need it. I'll just do it like this. All right.
All right. Hold on. All right. Is it the Rob Delaney?
It is the Rob Delaney.
All right. Hold on. Let me grab it. Is it this man is the first person to successfully communicate with trains?
Just wait.
Is that it?
That is it. But wait a
Okay.
second. Hold on. Wait till I get it all set up.
Well, I need to figure out what I need to do. Oh, never mind.
All right. All right. So I'll tell you when to play. All right. So this is from Rob Delaney, and the first tweet that he's retweeting says, wonderful story about young man. And then Rob Delaney, who's definitely one of my favorite people on Twitter, says, this gives me faith. What a remarkable guy. And now, get ready to press play. 3, 2, 1. No.
Okay. Oh my gosh, that's so crazy.
Yeah.
He simulated it though.
They just made, you gotta watch the video. I don't know how this plays out. We have to work on our video skills. We're gonna do videos of 3 tweets. I tried to set it all up, and then I had to do yours, so I have to get better at figuring that part out. But if you watch that video, it will make you LOL so hard. So go back and watch that.
I will. Sorry for that fail. Yeah.
A wonderful young man. So you didn't see all of it?
I did. I watched the whole thing. It failed. I wasn't able to share on my end. My stream went down, but I watched yours. I mean, the question is, and that's why the blur out part, I was like, was that real or was he just doing that fake? You know.
I don't know for sure. But I'm pretty sure that's all just a bunch of bullshit. The whole thing. That Pretty Song, whatever that fake channel was, and the whole thing, and they somehow got James Corbin to, I don't know if they pasted him on there or they got his permission, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think canceled Corb. I don't think there was some guy who talked to trains and made a rap song. And then went on James Corden and jacked off. And then he got canceled. And then he had to quit his job at the Piss and Shit Factory. I don't think that's real. Maybe it is. I don't know.
I don't think it's real.
That's what's so great about it, and that's why Rob Delaney's so great, because you start watching it, it's got all the hallmarks of a real video, just like the little snappy music in the background until he gets like he talks to trains. And he goes on, and James Corbin starts jerking it, and you're just like, yeah, this has definitely never happened. This is hilarious. That was my.
I think
That was
I think
pretty.
you win 3 tweets. I think you win 3 tweets.
I don't know if I have anything else. How about the first tweet is a wonderful story about a young man, and then they tweet that video, and then the second tweet is Rob Delaney's. This gives me faith. What a remarkable guy. That's
it.
That's the second tweet.
That's it. That's the tweet.
That's sweet.
So how long does your clock say we've been on for?
We're at almost an hour again, bro.
Excellent. Yeah. Well, I do want to, if you're sticking around, you're getting something special. So not a sponsor yet, but hopefully one day.
Viking beard oil. No conquest needed.
There you go, guys. There you go. Or you could just be like, Viking beard oil. Let the conquest begin. Either way, if we're conquesting anymore, if we're not, I don't know what we're doing anymore. You know? I don't know. How many JJ Zacharyzens do you give this? How many air horns does this episode earn for you? I like that. Yeah.
Well, I want to say, after spending some time with you.
What? Did we just become best friends? Yep.
And now I want to say.
You don't talk to me, all right? Knock it off.
And finally, I want to say.
Out of my face. I'm gonna roundhouse your ass.
I realize that now.
They do.
Great night.
Great.
Thanks for
podcast
everyone
with
who
you.
Logged on and spent time with Millionaires. We'll be doing this every night, and we'll be going on again tomorrow around this time, and then start Monday. We'll be doing it on the weekly.
9:30. And you can send all your complaints to thefantasymillionaires@gmail.com.
That's right.
Yeah. We have a website too, thefantasymillionaires.com. Check that out. Our rankings will be up there soon, pulling those out. We'll also be hopefully figuring out how to get this on iTunes soon. We'll talk about that tomorrow.
All right, cool. All right, folks. Peace out.
All right.
See ya. Wow. That sucked about yours.
Quite a show, good sir. No,
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, when I tried to load the video, I was playing the video. You're playing your video, and then my Ecamm just started spinning, different colors.
That's no bueno.
No.
Maybe you just got overloaded with video. Let me tell you something before I forget to tell you this.
Yeah.
No. So, our Google thing still hasn't come up, right?
Yeah.
Now, this is both good and bad, so I think you should be the one to handle this, because I'm sure you are going to care when I tell you. So when you search us now, the Fantasy Millionaires, our business comes up, and it asks, is this your business? And I didn't confirm it or whatever. I mean, I can if it, but the reason why I'm telling you, associated with our business is your phone number.
My cell phone number?
820-2529 is the Fantasy Millionaires phone number right now. So you might want to check that out.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so that's when you go into Google, that comes up.
Search the Fantasy Millionaires right now.
Yeah.
You will get those other bullshit dudes, and then it will give you a sidebar because we're an actual website that will list us as a business. And underneath that business is your phone number. So I don't know how you created the profile or whatever, but I would just look into that tomorrow.
You have to give them, like...
Yeah. Just figure it out, just so it's, you don't want your number to be out there.
Okay, so I put the Fantasy Millionaires into Twitter. It says instead search the. Okay.
Or do thefantasymillionaires.com.
I don't see it. I see the Jamie. Oh, I see it over here.
Here.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's helpful. Thank you. I appreciate that. On the other side. No. Thank you.
Do you hear me still?
Yeah, I can hear you barely though. You want to talk
Oh.
on
You
the
wanna
phone?
Phone?
Yeah, we can talk on the phone.
Okay.
All right, hit me back.